Welcome to the WION podcast. Today, we're doing a deep dive into a really fascinating idea. It's kind of shaking things up in the search for life beyond Earth.
Yeah, it's a bit of a different angle, isn't it? We're looking at some recent thinking, some research exploring a less, let's say, mainstream way life might spread.
Right? Not originating everywhere independently, but maybe traveling.
Exactly. The core idea is something called panspermia.
Panspermia. Okay.
And specifically, this new research from astronomers Harrison B. and Lana Sinapayen, it looks at meteorites.
Meteorites as like taxis for life.
Sort of, yeah. Interstellar vehicles, you could say, for microbes, at least potentially.
Okay, so unpack that a bit. Life starts on planet A. Then what? A big asteroid hits.
That's the idea. A major impact could blast rocks, bits of the planet's surface, right out into space.
With tiny organisms, maybe dormant ones, embedded in them.
Potentially, yes.
Yep.
These rocks then drift through space, maybe for millions of years.
And eventually, some could, purely by chance, crash land on another suitable planet.
Planet B. Precisely. And if the conditions are right and the microbes survive the journey and the landing,
They could start multiplying.
yeah,
Seed that new planet.
that's the hypothesis. It really widens the possibilities, doesn't it?
It really does. I mean, if life can actually travel like that.
It suggests that life, or at least its basic building blocks, might be, well, much more common or widespread than we often assume.
And it makes you wonder, doesn't it?
Oh.
Even about life here on Earth.
Yeah,
Could it have arrived from somewhere else originally?
that's always been part of the panspermia discussion, yeah.
Yeah.
Really fundamental question.
So this changes how we should search for extraterrestrial life too, then.
Could, yeah. Instead of just looking at isolated planets, maybe we should look for, like, clusters. Planets with similar conditions, maybe relatively close, cosmically speaking.
As if life hopped from one to the next.
Mm-hmm. It suggests a pattern, potentially. And there's another angle, too.
Oh.
Think about exoplanet atmospheres. If we find a planet with, say, weird gases that look like biosignatures, could that life have actually arrived from elsewhere via this sort of cosmic delivery, and then started changing its new home, just like life changed Earth?
Huh. So an alien biosphere might actually be an introduced biosphere.
It's a possibility this framework opens up. Life not just existing, but migrating and modifying.
Wow. Okay, so the whole idea of microbes, or maybe even something a bit more complex down the line, just cruising the cosmos on meteorites.
It definitely gives you a new lens, right? A different way to think about how life might be distributed out there.
It certainly does. It feels less like looking for needles in infinite haystacks and more like, I don't know, looking for networks or pathways.
Potentially, it shifts the focus a bit, thinking about transfer, similarity between worlds.
Amazing stuff to think about. Well, that's definitely given us, and hopefully you, some food for thought on the search for life. Stay tuned for more such intriguing stories to come here on the WION podcast.